Hi, welcome to this Varasi video on the VRIO framework. It's a tool that we've been using in our workshops for assessing an organization's strengths. Now, in our workshops, one of the exercises we go through with our clients is we ask them, list out your strengths, those resources, those capabilities that you think of as and consider your strengths. And then we have them work through the list and ask four questions of each of the strengths. One, is it valuable? Two, is it rare? And three, is it hard for others to imitate? Valuable as in either directly or indirectly, does it translate to value for customers? And rare, or is it something that one can access easily from elsewhere? And hard to imitate, or for various reasons, is it hard for others to catch up on? Now, if the answers to all these three questions is yes, then you ask the fourth question, which is the all important one. Are you organized to fully exploit this strength? Are your internal structures, your internal management systems, are they all geared to fully exploit it? Are you giving the people the ability and the incentive to exploit this strength? And if the answer to all four questions is yes, then these are the strengths you want to treat as your core competency and bet your strategy on. And if you can't really point to a core competency, then that's something that you need to work on and get to that point. Now, let me illustrate this with an example, something that we can all sort of identify with: a coffee retail store. The coffee shop's chain of activities may look like this. You source the coffee, you roast it, you blend it to get the various flavors, and then you get the coffee out to the stores and you serve it to customers who come to the store. Now, across each of these processes here, if you write out what you would consider a resource or a capability or a strength, then you would come up with a list that may look like this. Now, some of these on the list may be tangible resources like the Wi-Fi access or the state-of-the-art brewing equipment that you have. And some are intangible, like the employee engagement. And some others, like the sales forecasting or the capacity planning that you're able to do. These are really skills or capabilities that you have. And then access to unique coffee producers may be a relationship that you have. And then there is others like the delivering the great customer experience. Now, these are harder to explain and often are really a combination or a configuration of a number of other capabilities that come together for you to have this ability. Now, if you work through this list and ask the four questions: is it valuable? Is it rare? Is it hard to imitate? And are you organized to exploit this? You may come up with an assessment that looks like this. Some of the strengths may be valuable to the customer, some are valuable and rare, and some others may even be valuable, rare, and hard for others to imitate. Now, if you were to analyze customer experience, a number of factors go into it, like the wait times, the employees serving the customers, the convenience of the locations, and the quality of the product itself. And each of the skills, resources that we talked about, they all have a bearing on these factors. Like, for instance, the short wait times could be a result of the demand forecast and the capacity planning abilities that you have, or say the engagement of the employees coming as a result of your policies around wages and benefits and the opportunities you're giving them, the way you're managing them, and so on and so forth. So this combination of skills and resources coming together uniquely is the secret sauce that gives you your sustainable competitive advantage. And mind you, this takes years to grow and nurture. So, in summary, the VRIO framework is an effective set of criteria that you can use to evaluate your strengths critically and come up with the areas that you need to improve upon. Thanks for watching and hope that was useful.